So do you want to move on to your top three now?
Yeah.
Quite a big moment, this.
Yeah, so number 3, I'll give it. He was born on the 8th of July, 92. And I'll say the transfer fee, 22 million. See if you can get it from that.
Oh, that sounds like Son.
He's spot on again. He's been doing his
good at
research.
this. We could talk forever about him and Son, but Ollie, why have you chosen him and Son?
I think obviously him signing a new deal as well probably put him a little bit higher for me.
Mm-hmm.
But I just think the quality this boy has is just... I know he's not even a boy anymore, he's getting quite old, but he's still unreal. Everything he does with the ball, some important goals with us. I just like him as well. I think he's a nice character. Obviously, he's one of the fan favourites, I'd say. Probably maybe number 1 at the moment. But I just think when Tottenham signed him, I didn't have a clue who he was, I'll be honest. I didn't know anything about him. I feel like week on week, he just improved and won over the fans. And yeah, unreal.
Gaz, him and Son?
Yeah, he's easily one of my favourite players at Spurs right now. I just think for Son, he's just a really exciting player to watch. I just think he edges it slightly a bit more than Kane. I think with Son, he can play on the right, play on the left. I just think he's more of an exciting player to watch. Son, I mean, the way he's got a bit more skill to his name. He's got obviously the pace that you just saw there in the clip. But yeah, he's just all round top player. I think he's probably one of the most respected players, not just by Spurs fans, by every other rival fans. I've spoken to so many fans. They said they love him. They said they'd have him at their club. I think the media have a bit of a soft spot for him as well. They respect him a lot. But yeah, I mean, I remember one time when he had to do his military service, and it was a case of he's got to do his military service, otherwise he'll have to leave Spurs.
Yeah, I remember that. Actually,
you think, blimey, where did this come from? But he had a bit of a touch because he won a gold medal with South Korea in the Asia Cup or the Asia Games, whatever it was called. So so he exempt that. But I think he went for 4-week military service during the lockdown. So I think since the lockdown, since he went for that military, I think he just come back fitter.
Yeah.
Because I think after that, that's when he started scoring like 20-odd goals, 25 goals in all competitions. And and he just gets better and better as he just gets better with age, I think.
I was going to say, he's really consistent as well. That's what I like about him as well.
I think when he first signed, he looked a bit lost. He did want to try. You can see that he tried and all that, but he just wasn't living up to the standard. But then after a year or 2, 3 years, when he settled in properly, he just become one of the best players.
He could have gone all downhill once Kevin Wimmer left.
Yeah, that was weird one. They were best friends, weren't they?
Yeah.
I mean,
I think he did want to leave, didn't he? In his first season, I think I think
I remember reading something that his first year at Tottenham, he really wasn't enjoying it. Because I remember, I think he went a bit of a goal drought, and then I don't know. He just seemed to. The thing I like about him, he can hit with his left or his right as well, and you can't really tell which one of his weak foot.
When we signed him, I thought he was like a Nasir Chadli replacement, and I didn't expect much.
A bit better than that.
Yeah, he just scored a few more goals, but I said with Gareth Bale, I just remember so many goals Bale scored, and that was me, part of my childhood or my teens growing up, and now I'm a fully grown adult and watching him and Son. I mean, all these big games and all these memories in my head. Ajax, Champions League, and City, and
he does score big goals.
Chelsea, he scores so many big goals for us. I think if we had to name our top 10 goals, I think we'd all disagree. There's been so many big moments,
I was there's a few to choose from him as well, Son.
And Gary's dropped out for again. I think he drops out after 50 minutes or something.
Oh, okay.
But I think that's the only difference between him and Son Harry Kane. Son's a big game player.
Yeah.
You always do wonder about that Champions League final. What would have happened if Kane didn't play? It would have been Son, Lucas up front. Gary's back here while I catch my breath a sec.
Hello, yeah, sorry. It just seems to kick me out after like 50 minutes. But I'm back now anyway.
We're talking about Son being such a big game player.
Oh yeah, definitely. I think with let's readjust this a minute. Yeah, so I think with Son, he's definitely a big game player. He's always in the big matches. scoring the goals and just doing what he does best. And I think him signing that new deal was vital to us as well. I think I don't know if you've seen a picture of his old man, his dad. He looks a stern.
Yeah, I've
human being. He does. Yeah, he looks very serious.
Done a documentary, isn't he?
Yeah,
I think it's one on Amazon that Tell told me about. Yeah, he's very strict.
Looks very stern. Yeah, I wouldn't want him to be my dad. But then again, he's got the best out of him. So
yeah, I was going to say, if you become a professional footballer.
What do you reckon then with him and Son? How many years do you think he's got with us? Do you think he'll retire at Spurs?
I was going to say, I could see him probably retiring at Tottenham and then going maybe back to South Korea or maybe going somewhere, maybe back to Germany.
Well, it's a strange one because the only South Korean I could think of who sort of stayed there for long was Ji-sung Park at Man United. Yeah, he was there for years. He was there such a long time, and even like in his 30s, he was still like a key player. He was still running about. He was like the Duracell bunny. He just wouldn't stop running about.
Him, didn't he?
Yeah, he was good. I remember. Yeah, he just didn't stop running, and but I don't know. I don't know what happened after United. I don't know if he went to I don't know if he retired at Man United or he went to another club for a year or two. Somebody tells me he went
West Brom. I don't know why.
Let me Google it quick. I feel like he went Real Sociedad or some PSV or somewhere like that.
I thought he went back to... Did he go Germany or somewhere? I'm not sure. But
I'm getting confused with Kagawa.
I think now... Which one?
Not Shinji Kagawa.
Kagawa could be, yeah. But I think someone said, because he bumped into an old friend.
He went to QPR.
Yes, he did. He did go QPR.
And then to the Stripes.
And then he was at QPR for 2 years, and then he retired at
Was
PSV.
that Redknapp's QPR?
Yes.
Yeah, I think it was actually. Yeah, it was QPR 2012 to 2014.
Samba.
Yeah. And then he retired at PSV where he started.
That's right, yeah. He's working... Because he bumped into someone. Who was it? I think it was someone like Javier Hernandez. I think it was Mexico v South Korea or someone like that. And he bumped into him. He said, like, what are you up to? And obviously Hernandez was still playing, but Park said he was working in the media. So...
I think he was also an ambassador. I think he's an ambassador now for Asia for Man United.
Could be, yeah. I think that's right. I think that's what Son could be if he retires. Yeah. I think we've got a big following in South Korea now.
Well, massive, yeah.
Yeah.
It's a shame with all these players we've mentioned. I don't think any of them have won a trophy with Spurs, which is depressing.
No, the only one I was going to say Pavlyuchenko, but I think he joined the year after.
Gareth Bale. Bale was in the... I know he was injured, but he was a Spurs player when we won the Carling Cup in 2008.
Yeah. When you look at this list of players and you think that none of these, only one of them have won a major trophy at Tottenham, is quite mind-blowing, really.
Together, aren't they? So,
yeah.
But
number 2.
2 more left.
Right. This one might shock you a little bit, but... So he was born on the 11th.
He's put Adebayor in it.
Vincent Janssen. Joking. He was born on the 11th of February, 1983. He was born in Heemskerk in the Netherlands. And we signed him for £11 million.
Heemskerk. Yeah, you have gone for Vincent Janssen, haven't you?
No.
Born in the Netherlands. Blimey, that's a good one.
You kick yourself. We signed him on deadline day. There you go.
Oh, that'd be Van der Vaart.
Correct.
So why have you chose RAFA?
No, as I was growing up, obviously he was a key part of the Tottenham team. I think we had him in the middle. We had Modric. I think it was Modric and Sandro behind, maybe. We had obviously Bale, Lennon, and then we had the numerous strikers up front. But for me, a left-footed player looks good, but the way that he was able to finish some of them chances, he made it look effortless. Absolutely effortless. I remember, I think he scored in his debut as well against Aston Villa, where Crouch headed it down. I think he maybe got a brace. And I think he just really loved Tottenham. He really did understand what it meant to be a Tottenham player, especially when we played Arsenal. He got what it meant.
Always scored as well against Arsenal.
He loved to go against Arsenal. I remember that time when he nutmegged Wilshere twice and told him to shut up. And obviously, the shushing the Arsenal fans, just moments like that. Yeah,
Gaz,
loved him.
What's your thoughts on RAFA?
Yeah, I'm just going to correct you quick, Ollie. There, he scored on his home debut against Wolves. It was a penalty.
Wolves, there you go.
Yeah. Close, same sort of region, like, but not far off. But yeah, RAFA. Yeah, absolutely loved RAFA as well. He was at that time. I think that was the 2010-11 season. He was one of my favourite players then. like Ollie said, he just showed passion in the game. Just showed it, and yeah, he was good. He was brilliant goal scoring midfielder. Loved Rafa. I mean, every time he was in the team, he just excited me. And yeah, he was a bit of a leader in that midfield as well.
Yeah,
It's a bit like that. I'll tell you what, he reminds me slightly a bit of how Bruno Fernandes is from Man United.
Yeah.
Just that passion and leading his team on, scoring goals, putting the team forward. Yeah, that similar sort of style. But yeah, he was just a brilliant player. Loved him. And yeah, I was gutted, just absolutely gutted when we sold him that time. It was a strange one. I don't know why he left.
I think it was his wife. I think his wife.
He's only there for 2 seasons, which I didn't know till the other day. I saw on Twitter. That really shocked me.
He scored a lot of goals in 2 years.
Yeah, I think for a centre attacking mid, I think he got 20 and 65. So for someone who plays centre, I think that's an unreal stat. And
he only played 60 minutes. He never played.
Yeah, I was going to say he could never. But just think about some of the goals he scored for us as well. I remember he scored quite a few in the Champions League, didn't he? He scored that one against Hearts in the Europa League. I remember that was a well-worked goal. I remember Watford in the Cup. Just goals like that. Just loved him. Absolutely loved him.
I do remember one year, I don't know if it was that year or the season after that, we had, in the same team, we had Van der Vaart and then we had Modric as well.
Yeah.
So we had, I remember one year it was something like, Van der Vaart, Modric and Scott Parker at one point. Parker, and then it was Lennon and Bell on either wing.
Then we had Defoe,
and it was like midfield five, and it was one of the best midfields in the league on paper.
Unreal team. But yeah, love Rafa. We still sing his name on the concourse when
I still love him. Games. Yeah, absolutely love him.
Yeah, we do. We do still sing. Yeah,
the song was brilliant as well that we did sing.
Yeah,
but another one we haven't really replaced from all these years. But one thing about Rafa, the game was played at his tempo. Because his first touch was so good. Suddenly, you're in. If as soon as he's got the ball, you're on.
He controlled the ball. He controlled the game as well. If he wanted to, like you said, if he wanted to speed the game up, he would. But he could sit there. He always seemed to get on the end of the balls as well from Lennon and stuff. Literally, used to pass it in the net. It was brilliant.
Love Rafa and another one of them players that has helped us get some respect with Ajax. I mean, we've got a good connection with Ajax now with Eriksson, Vertonghen. You've chose 1, 2, 3. Yeah, you've chose 3 players that played for Ajax and Spurs. So we've got a strong relationship there. Shall we move on to your final one?
Yeah, so I think Gaz will know who this one is, but I'll let him have a guess. Don't think I have to give too many clues away.
I'm going to go for someone very obscure here. I'm going to go for someone like Benjamin Stambouli.
Andy Reid.
Incorrect. He's born in Walthamstow.
Andros Townsend.
No.
David Bentley.
No. We signed him for free.
Tom Carroll.
No, he's Harry Kane.
Harry Kane.
Yeah, we know it's Harry Kane. God blimey.
Sir Harry Kane, MBE.
Ollie, talk to me about Harry Kane.
For me, he's the best player I've ever seen in a Spurs shirt. Obviously, he's come through the academy. I think his first goal for Tottenham, I might get this wrong, against Shamrock Rovers.
I was going to say Shamrock or Hearts.
I think it might have been Shamrock away. And then I remember he missed a penalty at Hearts. He missed a penalty against Hearts or something after the 5-0.
Yeah, it was against Hearts. I
remember he scored his first Premier League goal against, I think it was Sunderland at home. When it was hit, and then I think because he wore the number 37 shirt, I think.
Yeah.
And then from then, he's just, what can I say? I don't think I can have to say much about him. He's the best striker in the world for me. One of the best players we've ever had. Yeah, and I know there's a lot of obviously speculation around him this summer, but for me, he's my favourite ever Spurs player.
Gary, what's your thoughts on Harry?
Yeah, he's all right. Yeah, he's all right. I mean, he's a striker, scores goals. I mean, what more do you want from your striker? But yeah, he's okay. Have I seen better? Maybe, but I think he's just one of them players, isn't he? No, I think I think Kane. We've always wanted a player like Kane. I mean, you think all the times me and you growing up, we've seen strikers like Robbie Keane, Berbatov, Defoe, Pavlyuchenko, even players like Darren Bent, Eddie Bayor. I just never had that, world-class striker feel about them.
Yeah.
I don't think, anyway. I mean, closest one, maybe Berbatov. But, I mean, Berbatov back then compared to Harry Kane now, obviously I think Kane walks all over him.
Yeah.
In the Spurs shirt, anyway. I mean, Berbatov, when he went to Man United, I think he was, one of the best strikers there. But I think with Kane, he just shows that world-class feel about him, world-class striker. And I suppose growing up watching Spurs over the years, we've never had that till now, really. So obviously, I think it was vital that he stayed and didn't go to Man City. Signed, hopefully he signs a new contract. But I mean, whether he signs a new contract or not, I don't know. But yeah, I think it was just vital to keep him, and still have world class player, because I think he will be hard to replace if or when he ever does leave. But yeah, I think it's vital that we keep hold of him for many years to come and keep him in goal scoring form. And yeah,
that's the thing I was going to say. I don't think we'll ever see a player like him again that's come from our academy, come through and will be our best ever striker. Genuinely, just different class.
Yeah.
I feel when you've got a world class players, when you've got Messi and Ronaldo's and Harry Kane, you just take it for granted, don't you?
Exactly.
So many times, with the one Hotspur members player of the season, I think Kane's won it twice now. Maybe twice. I mean, we always wait for players, just who they like, and Kane just gets overlooked. You take it for granted. For me, like, it sounds silly, but I always put Kane in my fantasy football team. I know he's gonna score.
He scores goals, every season.
Yeah, he does. He scores the goals. I mean, silly, really. I took him out because I thought he generally was going to City, and I think he probably wouldn't be the same player. So I've replaced him with Lukaku. But we'll see. I think, but yeah, he does. He does score the goals. We're just waiting for Kane to get injured, to turn his ankle over, and then he won't be scoring the bleeding goals. But yeah, I think apart from that, I've just world class, and it's good to. And it's nice to have a striker at your club who is dubbed as world class.
And one of your own, of course.
I think that's what makes it 10 times better as well. Yeah, that's the thing that made it number one for me.
But he's not just a goal scorer, like we said. I mean, we don't really need to talk too much about Kane because there's nothing to add these days. So it's almost as boring as the international break, But he can cross the ball, and he's quality defending. As we saw it last season, he could even do everything apart from free kicks, of course.
I was going to say,
even played in goal.
Yeah, he's even played in goal. I was at that game. Yeah.
But unbelievable player, Harry Kane. It's very hard to argue with him being number one. I mean, especially for us being Spurs fans over the last 10, 20 years. For most of us, Kane will definitely be in the top three.
He has to be. He has to be.
Gary, we will do your top 10 at some point, but do you think Kane would be in your top three?
Yeah, I'd say so. Yeah.
I would give some mentions as well to players that I forgot that were close. So
yeah, good shout.
Berbatov. Obviously, there were so many. It was so hard to pick from. But Berbatov, Robbie Keane, Lewis Holtby was originally in my 10, but I thought that until I had to drop him out of that. What other players did we have? I like Stalteri as well. I thought he was a good player.
Jermain Defoe.
Jermain Defoe. Who else? There's so many players that I love Chadley as well. I love Chadley.
Yeah, I was
Sigurdsson. Well, actually, no, probably not Sigurdsson now.
We're cancelled.
But when he was a Tottenham player, I thought he was a good guy.
You missed that Ledley King, of course.
Ledley King. Even Dawson. Michael Dawson.
Yeah. Dawson was the reason I've done this show, because I think there's just something so great about Michael Dawson. Just a top bloke, and he got Spurs. And I love it when players who aren't from London, aren't from North London Spurs, when they get it, it just makes you feel...
Danny Rose.
Robinson, he got Spurs, didn't he?
Danny Rose as well. He was a player who understood what it meant. I know he's probably his last few years at Tottenham didn't plan out as he wanted them to, but I thought Danny Rose really got what it meant to be Tottenham as well.
Yeah, no, there was definitely a few. Like we said, the Ajax boys, they got it. RAFA got it.
Yeah, it was very hard to narrow it down to 10, I'll be honest. But yeah, I tried my best.
There's been a few others. I think even like Crankier. I used to love Crankier.
Good player.
Yeah, good player. Another one, Modric.
Yeah, Modric.
Yeah, you mentioned Tainio as well, Ollie.
Timu, I really liked Tainio.
Yeah, it's weird growing up when you sign some players and you just like them for no reason. Just because
Benoit Assou-Ekotto as well. I liked him.
Another one, Michael Carrick.
Yep, Carrick.
Love Carrick. Yeah, Carrick broke my heart though. I have to say.
Yeah, do you know what? Yeah, I was. If
hurt.
Kane left, I was going to say if Kane left, I wouldn't have been as devastated as when Michael Carrick left to join Man United.
Yeah,
yeah.
That was like me and Bale when Bale went to Madrid. Like I understood it, but it hurt so much.
Yeah, I did. I understood it. Yeah, but with Carrick, I just sort of didn't understand. I'm like, you've still got your whole career ahead of you, but he stayed at United for the rest of his career, I believe.
I was going to say, I think he retired there, if I'm right.
And I think he is part of Ole Gunnar Solskjaer's coaching staff as well.
Yeah, he was a Rolls Royce of football as well, Carrick.
Oh, he was class, Carrick. Yeah, I was gutted when he left. I thought, give him one more year at least. But no, he wanted to move on. I mean, you can't blame him at the time. United were winning the title, Champions League, and all that. So, but he was brilliant. Such a good player. Another player I liked was Freddie Canute.
Yeah, I like Canute.
That was probably when I was just a bit too young, but he was. Yeah, Mido. I think Terry said Mido the other day.
Yeah, it was really, really weird growing up when you got a player on loan. It was something quite special about it. Like when we got Stefan Dalmat, he was a very...
Yeah, I remember Dalmat. He was good. Yeah,
very unusual player, but he was quality on his day.
Yeah, he was good. Yeah, I remember Dalmat. Dalmat was good. I think we had Paul Konchesky on loan as well at one point.
Yeah, I was buzzing about Konchesky just because it was on loan. I felt it was quite exciting to get players on loan. But
what about Radek Cherny?
Remember him? He went QPR, didn't he? He played a few games for us in the Europa League, didn't he, Cherny?
Yeah, he played a fair few games.
I remember we had that Croatian keeper, Pletoska.
Pletoska. Yeah. Do you know what? I liked him. He was for Croatia. He was good. He was their number one, and he was a good goalkeeper. But I think we had about 4 goalkeepers at one point. So obviously, it was really hard. It was hard for him to get in the team. I think we had Gomez, then we had Kudacini, Petikosa. I think we had someone like Ben Amwick at the club as well.
Yeah, good old Ben Amwick.
I remember we had
Kudacini as well.
We had another one, Jimmy Walker.
Oh yeah, never played, did he?
No, never played. No.
But that was good fun. I think you nailed it with your top 10.
Yeah. So I'd like to listen. Yeah, maybe next time we'll see who Gaz's is as well. That'd be good. Very interesting.
But much more fun this than chat about the international break, I think. We have got Crystal Palace at the weekend. It's going to be hard to preview right now because we don't know team news and COVID. I think there was 2 positive tests come back from the Premier League, so God knows if it's players or staff. Yeah, we have to find out about that. But another week of Tottenham being top of the league, so
we'll take it.
The table looks nice for.
We'll take it as well. We've obviously got a new right. We could talk briefly about the new right back we've got in Emerson Royale.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. What have you made of the signing then?
Well, again, we don't know too much about Emerson, but I've heard good things about him. Someone reckons he's got that same power like Kyle Walker had. So, so we'll see. Obviously, Serge Aurier's moved on as well.
Yeah.
Yep.
So we've only got 3 right backs at the club.
Yeah. Well, the French mafia's broken up now, and the Welsh mafia's can't get.
Yeah. The Welsh mafia hasn't got its don, so they've left their sidemen in charge there as well. But now I think we've got the we got Argentinian mafia now at the club.
Yeah. Spanish.
We've got Spanish. We've got the South American clan there as well.
The South American one, yeah.
Yes, the Spanish on the left, Brazil on the right.
Yeah, well, do you know what? It would have been... Yeah. I was going to say, if we signed Traore as well, we could have had Reguilon, Traore on the left.
Thank you.
And then you could have had Royale and Lucas on the right, obviously representing Brazil. So...
the only other news I saw today, looks like away fans are going to be allowed for the Conference League, which will be a big boost.
Yeah. Also, still
going to be a lot of hassle getting into the grounds, I think.
Yeah, massively.
Paying for flights and paying for your COVID tests. But looks like we're on the way back to normality, touch wood.
Well, we hope so.
But speaking of back to normality, next Monday we will have a normal podcast. So we will be talking about Palace, and then we'll be previewing
Rennes
and Chelsea. Is it Chelsea?
Yes. Yeah.
So a big week next week. Hopefully we'll be top of the league. Even if we just win 1-0, I'll be happy with that. Just to win the game.
Yeah, another 3 points would be lovely. I think it's going to be a tough match.
Yeah, they won't be easy, Palace.
I mean, they got Edouard now, haven't they? Palace.
They signed Edouard on deadline day. Yeah, so it'd be a good signing for them. Really good signing.
Interesting to see how he does. Yeah.
Yeah.
But thanks for joining me, boys, and thank you to everyone that has tuned in. And if you are watching this after we have finished the live stream, thank you for joining in. If you like tonight's stream, do give us a thumbs up, and hit that subscribe button if you want to see more videos from us in the future. We will be going down the lane soon. I will be at Chelsea, and hopefully a few more of the Conference League games coming up. But Gary and Ollie, thanks for joining me once again, and
cheers,
I'll catch
mate.
you.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Anytime. See you next Monday.
See you later, boys. Thanks for watching.
See you later.